shiny. I love this foil cover. I think it works really well. I mean, it's a gorgeous cover. I think it fits very well the book and the idea. Yeah, there's so many things I want to say about this book, and also I want to keep it brief so I don't make any kind of a spoiler. All my reviews are spoiler free, but yeah. Okay, here's the thing. After the first duology, we were all excited when Gong said that she was going to write a story, another duology with Rosalind, who was a character that we found in the first duology, and she did some things. I'm not comfortable talking about the spoilers about the first two books in case you haven't read them. I mean, you can read this one if you want without having read the first two, as this is kind of a spin-off, but it will be best if you read the first duology and then you pick up this one, because this one at the very beginning it's going to be telling you things about what happened in the first two books, especially in the last book, and all of the people who didn't make it, and all the things that Rosalind did or didn't do. So yeah, there's going to be, like, if you haven't read the first two books, there are going to be massive spoilers of them. So whereas you can read this one as a standalone, not a standalone, but you know what I mean, you can, and the author is going to put you into situations so you understand this one, but it will be better if you have read the first two. So what we are going to find here, it's Rosalind. It's feeling guilty for everything that happened in the previous books, the things that she did, and how she was like, yeah, she was the reason that some things happened. So she wants to kind of atone for the things that she did. So it's like she's now a spy, she's killing bad guys, so to speak. And she's going to get into this big mission in which she's going to infiltrate this organization, and she's not going to do it alone. She's going to have a partner, a guy called Orion. Orion has a brother, Oliver. Yeah, everything rings bells. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm trying to be very vague because, as I said, I don't want to make any spoiler in case you just want to know what this new duology is about, but you haven't read the first two books. So yeah, let's say that Rosalind is going to be, like, as I say, working as a spy. She is going to infiltrate this organization with a guy called Orion, and they're going to be pretending that they are a married couple. And when they infiltrate the organization, they're going to find another spies that they knew from previous encounters. And yeah, there's going to be lots of things going on in this box. So, yeah, I mean, maybe it's not working so well being so vague doing this review and not wanting to spoil the first two books, because then I cannot speak so much and it's getting complicated to review this one. But okay, one of the things that I did love about the books of Gong is that she takes Shanghai. For me, Shanghai is like, it's the place where the action takes place, but also for me, it's also a main character. She's telling you things that really happened in the story. At the very beginning, there is the taking of Manchuria, and this is something that really happened. And in the way that she portrays it in the book, Rosalind throwing hints, it's something, you know, that puts the reader into position, and also it gives you curiosity to go check out the real events, the historical events that she is, situating in her narrative in the Shanghai of the 1930s. So yeah, for me, as I was saying, Shanghai is one of the characters of the book, because we are going to be talking about the imperialism and what happens when a city, when a place, it's being like disputed by different people, and how they try to build a city into something it's not, and they're like changing things and trying to implement new ways of doing things, but the roots of the city, the people who have survived or who are trying to adapt, still remember what was. So I did love this idea very much of having colonization trying to erase the roots of a city the actual mapping, the streets, everything, and also trying to erase the memory of the people, wanting to, to feed them propaganda, or there's people obviously who's going to believe that the new things that are coming are better, and there's going to be people who are going to believe that what they had is perfect. And I love that this book invites you to think about both those things, it's all sides of colonialism and imperialism, and how it affects the people who are living it and through it, and the descendants probably, and the different people who want to keep on fighting to preserve what they have, and all of that. And for me, Shanghai was like one of the characters in which it made me think about things that maybe I hadn't reflected or I didn't know so well historically. So yeah, kudos to her for presenting you this world. And I don't know how she did it, or when was the part that really piqued my interest in closing the book and go to check historical real events and see what really happened and how people reacted and the different factions and everything, because this book has quite a lot of politics about different parties. And I did love that this book, it's a fantasy book set in Shanghai, because you have like powers and abilities. Rosalind is able to it's like a Wolverine, like the Wolverine in the X-Men. She's able to heal almost any injury. She's like frozen in time. She has these abilities, and there's other people with abilities. And if you remember the first two books, there's also serums or potions or whatever you want to call them that give people abilities. And there is this fantastical setting inside the historical setting, and I love that she created it so well, melded the real things that happen with what she's writing, with the fantasy, if you want to see like that, about the powers and everything, in a way that it really, for me, it works very well. And I can't believe that this is historically as it all happened, even the magical powers and having Rosalind, being there and doing her thing. Yeah, and for that, I'm very grateful for the amazing way she has of writing. So yeah, I love that we have this historical setting, as I was saying, with real historical events. I love that she has also put her own way of doing things and her own ideas, as I say. For me, it's very nice to have these magical potions, experimentations put into this book, because I think it gives her story like a very unique perspective. And I love to, to be rooting for the good guys. Who are the good guys in this book? Because everyone can be the good guy and everyone can be the bad guy, depending on the lens and the side you pick. And yeah, this is something that I also love. But I love that we have these experiments going on, because it gives you like the creepy vibe where mad scientists are creating monsters or superhumans, and why are they doing that? And I love that we had that in the first duology, and that we're going to have something similar in this one, because for me it adds spice to the book. The characters are amazing. I love Rosalind. I love how far she went from the first duology to being her own persona at the beginning of this one, and also how far she goes from the beginning of this book to the end, the things that she learns, the things that she suffers. And I love to see what she thinks about the things that she did in the previous books, about her cousin, about Dimitri, about picking sides, and about the mistakes or not that she made in the first book, and how she has come to terms with what she did or not, and now she wants to fix things, and she's doing it the best way she can. And I love that we have different characters. For me, it was very important because Rosalind has a sister called Celia, and Orion has a brother called Oliver, and they are like in opposite sides in this conflict. But I love that during the book, you have Rosalind thinking that she is going to protect her family first and foremost. It doesn't matter what side they are on, they are family, and she is not going to let anything get into the middle of that. And I love this idea of real family and the family that can support you. And I love that during the book, she gets to trust someone else, and she begins to see the world differently. But I love that she has these principles, these ideas very clear. I might be doing this, I might be serving the country doing this, but my first allegiance will always be to my sister. And I love that. I love this concept, because it makes you think that sometimes when there is wars, people end up fighting those people they love. And I really enjoy having this book thinking, I don't care, my first loyalty are to the people that I love. And that was something amazing. And we're going to find main characters, secondary characters, different spies. And I love that when you are reading, you understand why are they all on the sides they are on. I mean, it's not like the author wants to tell us that the good side is Rosalind's side. We are going to be exploring different sides, different connections, different relationships, and we are going to be, at least I was writing for different characters, getting to be the good guys. And I don't know how it's going to work. Yeah, because that ending was like, no. Yeah, I mean, I love the ending. When I say that I love the ending, it's like the last line, it was like, what? I mean, I did love this book. I did love this book to bits. And I don't want to say too much, because in case that you're just curious and want to know what Full Lady Fortune is about before reading the first duology, or maybe you are in the middle of the first book, I tried to do the review as spoiler-free as possible. Yeah, I mean, I just kind of tiptoe it because I didn't want to spoil anything. But if you have loved the first duology by Chloe Gong, you're going to love this one. I think this book is amazing. I do love it. I just couldn't put it down. It's almost like 600 pages. And I just wanted to know what everyone was going through, how it was going to end, who was making the killings, why the killings were being made, who was making the experimentation, what those breadcrumbs that the author is feeding us, where those things lead. And now I'm like, okay, I need the second one. I need it now. Yeah, I think Chloe is an amazing author, and I really enjoy her books, and I really enjoy that she portrays a different array of characters, that we have also different sexualities and different spectrums of love, of family, I love everything. I love that we have gay characters, trans characters. I love that we have Shanghai for me as a character. I love that we have historical real events alongside the fantasy world that she has created. When I say fantasy world, what I mean, it's like, as I say, the experimentation that gives certain people powers and abilities. And because there is magic in this book. There's lots of magic, but not magical magic. Magic in the sense of how families stand together. Not all families stand together, but some of them, how there is family that you find, how you have strong female characters fighting and proving that they are worthy. Yeah, I'm shutting up now. So yeah, pick this one up because it's amazing. Thank you for watching. Bye.